Join me as I dig deep to uncover the truth behind Mariah Coogan's tragic final moments and see if I can piece together what really happened. Mariah Coogan's story is one that will leave you heartbroken, and today, we're going to explore the events that led to her tragic demise. From the highs of success to the lows of personal struggles, Mariah's life was a roller coaster of emotions, and in the end, it was her final moments that would shake the world. Mariah Coogan was no stranger to challenges. From a young age, she faced pressure to perform, to be perfect, and to be a role model. She was a talented individual who had the weight of expectation on her shoulders, and as she grew older, these pressures only intensified. The spotlight was always on her, and she struggled to cope with the constant scrutiny. As she navigated the complex world of her chosen profession, Mariah was forced to deal with criticism, jealousy, and rivalries that would test her resolve. The pressures took a toll on her mental health, and Mariah began to struggle with anxiety and depression. She felt like she was living in a fishbowl, with everyone watching her every move, waiting for her to slip up. The stress of it all started to affect her relationships, her work, and her overall well-being. Despite her best efforts, Mariah couldn't shake off the feeling of being trapped, and it was this sense of desperation that would ultimately lead to her downfall. As the pressures mounted, Mariah's behavior became more erratic. She started to make decisions that would have devastating consequences, and her loved ones grew increasingly concerned. They tried to intervene, to offer support and guidance, but Mariah was too far gone. She was a ticking time bomb, waiting to explode, and it was only a matter of time before tragedy struck. Mariah's life was a complex tapestry of triumphs and tribulations. She was a talented individual who achieved great things, but she was also a fragile soul who struggled to cope with the demands of her world. Despite her best efforts, she couldn't escape the darkness that had been creeping up on her for so long. And it was in those final moments, when the pressures became too much to bear, that Mariah made a decision that would change everything. In that pivotal moment, Mariah's emotions were raw and intense. She was scared, she was desperate, and she was alone. The fear of being trapped, of being a prisoner in her own life, was too much to bear. And in a desperate attempt to escape, Mariah made a choice that would have devastating consequences. It was a moment of pure desperation, a moment that would define her final hours, and a moment that would leave us all speechless. The emotions that surrounded Mariah's final moments were palpable. There was shock, there was sadness, and there was a sense of helplessness. In the end, it was a tragic reminder that even the strongest among us can fall, and that sometimes, even with the best intentions, we can't save those we love. In conclusion, Mariah Coogan's story is a stark reminder of the dangers of pressure, the importance of mental health, and the devastating consequences of desperation. It's a story that will leave you heartbroken, but it's also a story that will make you think, make you reflect, and make you appreciate the fragility of life. If you'd like to share your thoughts on Mariah's story, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more stories like this, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.